Let's all go live in a Christmas movie where the bakery's saved and the snow falls smoothly.
All right, it's Heather and Darius. We're back with another episode of 12 Days of Ugly Sweaters and Christmas Movie Tropes. And we are nearing the end of our journey with just 4 more movies to review.
Yeah.
And today we are talking about The More the Merrier.
Mhm.
Darius, I'm going to let you lead this one off.
I don't know that the more I watched it, the merrier I got. Let me say that. But not bad. It's worth a watch. But I was just like, okay, we're really adding to it here. So, and of course, I noticed right off the bat within the first few minutes, one of your favorite tropes, Heather. Um, the Christmas boxes of cookies, she loses her balance, and who's right there? So I was like, oh, here we go. I can imagine what Heather's going to say. So, yeah.
Well, when it opened with that trope, right? Like I was still hopeful for the movie. But it was also for me not the more the merrier. It was more like the less kind of movies you make like this, Hallmark, the merrier I'll be because
Wow.
it was
Wow.
I mean it was just it was I liked Christmas on Duty better than I liked this movie.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. I
oh.
I mean, you're right up there with some of the same reasons to roast that we roasted that movie a little bit, or that
Yeah.
I was probably the offender on roasting that movie a little bit. But the super low budget, right? Like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
super. This might have been the lowest of the low.
I mean, we've got all of these women giving birth, and everybody's in the same room. I've
I
never heard of such a
know.
thing in my life. And when they were giving the rundown from the meeting of the staff, they were saying, this is how many beds we've got available in ICU. This is how many. Okay, so why is everybody in the same room?
Well, now, well, they did actually explain that though. Like
Did I
they
miss
said it was
that?
because you might have, because what they were saying was that that part of the hospital that had been turned into like this waiting room
Uh-huh.
used to be an old part of the hospital and that it had its own separate individual like power supply or generator or something because they had
I
lost
remember they
power
checked on the
to
power. Okay.
yeah,
I
to the
remember
right
that
part
she
of the
said,
hospital. Yeah.
okay.
So they did explain it, but also like no attempt to bring in the pole settings with the sheets to separate people, like no
Right.
attempt
Right.
for any privacy.
This is
And
like an auditorium at this point. Let's just
yeah, and
give
you're
birth right here together.
yeah, and just everybody's just all walking in, and you're just like, okay,
Literally.
this is just not believable, right? And I and listen again, I know you worry that we pick on the budget too much when we ourselves have zero budget,
This is what we
but we're
have.
not Hallmark. I mean,
Right. Right.
I'm just saying we're not Hallmark.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I guess they have to fill the slate of new schedules, new movies. Now, I don't know if I missed it in this, but like I didn't even see any kind of product placement, or how at least even though Christmas on Duty was a little low budget, they at least had the USAA
Yeah.
commercial running through it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this one was just, I don't know, and it stayed so shallow for me. Like it was tropey with zero depth, not even an attempted depth.
Yeah.
At least
Yeah.
that was what I felt like. It just was so.
And there were so many things, and I get it that the title is the more the merrier, and of course the viewers will find out why that title applies. So I understand that you have all these characters, and everyone has their own thing going on. I get that, but yeah, you're going to leave everything shallow because there're just too many people and storylines to try to develop, and so it kind of does get lost because at that point it's just like I don't really know what I'm expecting to get out of this movie, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and then the other let's okay, so there was that weird moment where the one juvenile patient was FaceTiming with I can't think of Damar's
Buffalo
last
Bill's
name from the
name.
Buffalo, and you're
Yeah.
just like, it's so random because like they forced it to fit in with the movie, but it didn't really fit in with the
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah. It was like, by
And
the way, we have another movie
yeah,
featuring some Buffalo Bills and uh I mean it was just yeah. If we had not already seen that other movie, then it wouldn't have made any sense to us at all. Like, where does
yeah,
the football player come in, FaceTiming with this teenager or, whatever age he was? Where does this come in? Yeah, they tried a little too hard with that and it didn't work.
yeah. And then at the end where they're like kind of trying to reveal the explanations as to why this, renowned cardiologist would want to come to this tiny community hospital,
Hmm.
but where, by the way, his sister is the labor and delivery doctor, conveniently,
Yeah. Who's in
like,
labor herself?
right, right, right. But you're just like, that was really, it just didn't fit. The way they just tried to shove this explanation at the end, or you're just like, I, yeah, it
Yeah.
was. I think we can probably cut to the chase on this one because it was just, there's not much more to talk about, unfortunately.
There's
Um,
not. There's not.
yeah. How many nutcrackers are you gonna let go of for this one?
I'm still going to be generous with this, and I'll tell you why I'm generous with this one. Because I could relate to the adoptee story. So the
Okay.
couple that was adopting, my parents explained their excitement the same way that it was portrayed with that couple, and I was like, I can relate. And as long as I found something relatable, that was the redeeming value. So for that reason alone, I'm giving a generous 3.
That's a super generous 3 because I'm giving it 1
I'm not
peppermint
surprised. I'm not surprised.
swirl.
I saw it coming. I did. I did. Yeah. Yeah. I knew that was coming.
Yeah, yeah. All right, but I mean, the good news is that as we push into these last 3 episodes that are coming, that it does get better. Hallmark does redeem themselves,
I agree.
thankfully.
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
The rest of the releases. So,
Yeah.
all right, we'll be back tomorrow, guys, with one more episode of 12 Days of Ugly Sweaters and Christmas Movie Tropes.
Yes.
Let's all go live in a Christmas movie where the bakery saved and the snow falls smoothly. Trade the big city rush for a hometown glow. Under mistletoe magic, love will grow.